Hi again. It is Wednesday now, and I'm sitting in the same spot wearing the same clothes. It's still dark outside. But to you, it is Wednesday. And we are going to do a couple of things today. First, you're going to need your computer, get out, practice your vocab for about 7 minutes. Then take your screenshot at the end, Shift Apple 3, put it in your dock after you take the quiz. You can take it as many times as you like within that 7-minute window, but I'd like for you to be practicing rather than just taking a quiz and stopping. You have to be on Quizlet for 7 to 8 minutes. Then the last 2 or 3, you're taking your quiz and putting it in your dock. All right, when you're done with that, you can work with a friend as long as it is not unruly and the substitute has jurisdiction over that. She can stop you, and if she has to, you work independently. You get one shot at being good. I need for you to work on the story called Ad Alam. That starts on page 54, and I want you to translate 1 through 16 in your doc. It's a fill-in, and also I want you to do the grammar for lines 1 through 16. You'll see in your doc that they sort of go together. And then there's a break, and then there's more translating for the rest of the story. That should take about 20 to 30 minutes. It's not going to be a quick thing. So you need to take your time and do it properly, because understanding what's going on in the story is essential. For the grammar, though, they're going to be asking you questions about infinitives, and I know some of you have trouble with these official words. So, just a reminder, infinitives are these words that end in RE. They are the ones that you're looking right before the R to look at the vowel to find out a conjugation number, and you should have that on your card in your book. They can be long like the first one, ambulare, and they can be as short as ire, which means to go. And remember that vowel, the A, the long E, the short E, or the I, indicates your conjugation number. So you can go ahead and get to work, and then if you do finish before time is up, you can start in on your homework, which is workbook stuff. Workbook 15.3, I think you still have those workbooks, so you'll need to get them out of your lockers if you didn't bring them. And then that is due no later than 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, and you need to stack them up neatly in the front of the room. If you have any questions, email me tonight and I'll try to get back to you. Have a great one. All right, so if you had time to translate and then you had extra time and you wanted to know what went on in the story, I can give you the answers right now. So this is for Ad Alam, lines 1 through 16, and you can just pause at your leisure and correct your book. A very long procession was proceeding to the palace. In the front part, there were 10 slaves. These slaves, who were holding long sticks, were the forerunners. It was their job to beat people out of the way. In the middle of the procession, Salvius and Quintus were riding horses. Behind them were walking 3 slave girls who were holding an urn and a tripod, and those were the things that they chose to bring to the king. The other slave girls were carrying flowers and oil. At the end were proceeding 20 slaves. The procession, which filled up the entire road, was splendid. Many Britons also were going to the palace with their wives and children. The great crowd was in the street. Then Werica, who was riding with the forerunners, returned to Salvius. He said, "Master, it is difficult for us to proceed because these Britons are filling up the road. They do not want to leave from the road. What ought we do? What should I do?" Salvius, who's angry, says, "It's necessary for those forerunners to move the Britons out of the road. It is not proper for Britons to get in the way of Roman citizens. I want to go as quickly as possible. The king expects us. Then Werica, who was afraid of his angry master, returned to the forerunners, and he said, "You guys are donkeys. You have sticks. Move the Britons." And that's lines 1 through 16.